Hi everybody, and welcome to Hex Token Channel, live stream number 2222222. PulseChain. Hex. Pulse Hex. Superman. Welcome everybody to the Echo. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. We're gonna have a bit of fun session here in the Hex Crypto Power Hour. And then you know what I'm doing tonight, right? You guys know sci-fi. I love it. I binge on sci-fi. This is how we go. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We're going to cover a few topics here. We're going to cover, obviously, the market prices. Just check into those. We're doing 2 live streams today, so we get to check them up twice a day. We're going to have a quick look at the Bloomberg article on Hex. And I say a quick look at it, and you'll see what you'll know why when I say it in a second. We're going to look at Rack and Rochelle, whale bullish outlook for PulseChain. Doing a lot, getting really active now, which is really great. I've said this a long time, very bullish about that. It's very important. And I think you guys can see that, particularly when the markets go through the down cycles, to have key players building value into the chain for the future. So it bodes very well for all investors all around. So, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to check up on Richard Art's, a couple of latest tweets, and of course, have a bit of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Also, got a few videos to play as well. Woohoo! Let's get into it. Hexforce 1 says, first, woohoo! Yeah, got to get first on that. Let me get in the house here with the top live chat. Just going to set that up. And of course, I've got a poll there at the moment. We're going to have a couple of polls during the live stream. We're going to be covering different, projects that are going on PulseChain. I thought we'd have a little bit of poll stuff here. I'm going to take down the notes on that one. Which leading utility DeFi project do you like the most? So it's just about what you like the most. You may have sacrificed for some of them or all of them or whatever. It's really about what you like from you think this project's going to do really well for PulseChain. You think it's really, really good. Obviously, they're all good. But which one do you think's the best? Which one do you like the most? Kind of like that. So we've got the Liquid Lines, Power City, Fiat, and Pulse LN. So let's get into that one. I'm going to do a couple other polls during the live stream with different project categories, and we'll check that out. There's typically a little bit of crossover as well. I will get into doing Hex and Maximus, Hedron and Maximus and stuff like that. So we're going to do other polls during the live stream. So hold on to your hat for that one. Very, very cool. I think my audio's up and running okay. Yeah, sounds good to me. So let's just me set that up. Get in and vote. That's the way we roll here. Hexforce is in the house there. Woohoo! Good to see Hexforce. And bought more Hex at 0.28. Man, that must have been on the dip there. That's pretty stellar. What was the dip we had yesterday? 2.81. Yeah, so it looks like you might have just got in there. Well done, Hexforce 1. Killing it out there with the old limit orders, probably. Very, very cool. Big welcome from Hex Token, of course. Woohoo! And Hex Down Under in house as well. Hey, thanks for sending me through a couple of those things on Twitter there, Hex Down Under. I appreciate it. Mighty Wings, cheap trick, getting me in the mood for watching Top Gun 2 tonight at the cinema. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Hey, so if you haven't checked out, I did post a video on Power City Flex product based on their Medium article. Definitely check that out. Spread it around. Now, that is going to be one of the epic products on there, getting Hex off the market. You know how I'm talking about that all the time because that's a multi-year process. And of course, if it happens more up front, then the better for the long term for the Hex, lower Hex supply, and therefore more price support in the long run for the Hex ecosystem. And of course, we're expecting retail adoption, more institutional and large holder adoption, as well as general retail adoption. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see that. And we've got all these awesome projects, man. I just feel so excited about it. We're just got to play out the time, of course, and we're just to pick up dollar cost average. That's the way we go. Hey, Debbie Cooper in the house there. Hey, how you doing? And Hex Biker as well. Good morning, all. Good to see you, Hex Biker. Yeah, I went for my third day in a row. I've done an hour and 15-minute walk 3 days in a row. Feel really good about it. It's just the beginning. But hey, if I can, I'm going to keep going. 30 days is my first thing. 30 days of walking 1.25 hour a day. And of course, then after that, going to get into possibly stepping up the training there. Just got to get back in shape. So as you guys know, I used to be a world-class level classical ballet dancer. It was very powerful. That's how I got my name, Superman. And man, I'm never going to get back there, but I definitely want to get back into being super fit, like really, really fit. So wish me the best on that one. 3 days down. I got a long way to go, as you guys can tell. Anybody that's trying to start back from zero again, it's a lot of work. Aussie Stone in the house there. Let's go, Superman. Woo! Hey, Aussie Stone. And Pump It says James Bond. Absolutely. Hex Token channel member in the house. Hey, you're the only one in the house at the moment, James Bond. Shout out to you. Hedron says James Bond. Yeah, we're going to do a poll on that later. we'll definitely check that out. So we're going to have different categories of projects, and we're going to pull them all into a little channel vote there. Hexbike says, I'm so new to crypto that I missed all the RH sacrifices. Liquid Loans has been my first sacrifice, so having my fingers crossed it does well. Yeah. So we're looking forward to Liquid Loans, of course, coming up here soon with the sacrifice balances. Actually, we might just pull that up in a second here. Yeah, so we've got, this is the latest update. Hopefully we'll get it by the end of Sunday, American time there. Would be really cool. So this is the last update we had on the 17th of June. So this is a couple of days ago, but this is what we're waiting for.
What's going on with all these things on the test net and what's not.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think that probably the first thing that we're focusing primarily on is the sacrifice balances. I can remember we had a chat not that long ago where I basically said it was pretty much ready to go, and challenges, we've been challenged, right? So we've been challenged by multiple chains, multiple assets, some challenges with respect to pulling some of that information from those chains. So again, remembering that whilst we didn't necessarily have to do this, we did feel a sense that, hey, if we can help people, we will. We've had some problems with some of what's happened, and our initial alpha testing of the balances revealed a few problems, so we've had to go back to make some edits. It's certainly taken longer than what I would have hoped, but I hope the community can understand that ultimately the aim here is to get it perfect, to get it right, and so that people feel confident that when they get their balances, that their points allocation, that they are correct. And so I know that today, for example, we're doing further alpha testing. We're also looking at doing some beta testing on this. So my hope is that by the end of the week, we're going to have SAC balances out to the community, and there'll be an opportunity for people to at least get a sense of where are they at in terms of the points allocation. So that was primarily the SAC balance.
Yeah, so that's expected to come up. Hopefully we'll get it by the end of Sunday. If not, hopefully early next week. Hopefully was the key word there. So we just keep hoping. It's going to be fun. James Bond says, start to do bear market walks every day till the bull market comes back, feeling fit and fresh air. Yeah. Hey, definitely get out there outside. If you're not already outside doing stuff, definitely get out there, do some sort of exercise, walking, whatever. I've really enjoyed the last 3 days, and does bring a bit of memory back from when I used to train over 40 hours a week. Can you believe it? Training 40 hours a week is insane. And of course, classical ballet for males is a bit like a decathlon. You're doing like 10 different expertises to become amazing at one thing. It's kind of like that. But in any case, just get out there and get in some fresh air, get that blood moving, as it were. I've really enjoyed it. It's really, really cool. All right, I've got to be careful I don't get addicted, because I obviously, as performing that much, training that much, used to get addicted to stuff and addicted to training. So it's sort of I don't know if you've heard Arnold Schwarzenegger talk about the pump. It's a bit like that, but it's on a whole different level, I think. For class, it's just so much higher pump in the classical dance. Anyway, so we've got the Hex USDC here. We've got Hex at 3 cents, so came down off just a little bit since we did the live stream. We were up at 3.1, 3.6 or something like that earlier. I think we were even slightly higher than that, closer to 3.2 or something earlier in the day. So just sitting at 3 cents there at the moment. We've got Hedron at 219, and that's bounced off its low from yesterday at 175. So 219, 175. So not a lot there. Pretty red still, but most of them are kind of moving sideways. Hex is looking a little bit edgy there. We'll see how it gets on. We've got Maximus at just under 5.4 cents at the moment, but the premium is really good against Hex, actually. I think it's even higher, 76%, so still holding up really strong. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? There, let me full screen that. That is pretty neat there on the premium, looking really, really nice. So Maximus there. And of course, then we've got Pulse Dodge coin sitting at $1.81. Pretty steady compared to yesterday and even the day before that. So pretty steady there on the Maximus there. BNB, we'll quickly check BNB. That's down a little bit there from the looks of it. The BNB on the Pulse Dodge coin, the Pulse Dodge, I should say. Sorry about that, Pulse Dodge. That has gone back there. It was a little bit higher. I think it was just over 5 cents, half a cent. I think it's now 0046 cents. So just under half a cent. Let me just say that way. Put that way. But P33 is at 14 cents, just over 14 cents, and yesterday had quite the pump, almost to 20 cents there. So fun and games on to P33. Internet money, although it was up earlier in the day, is down now at 509. So that's just taken back a lot of those gains it had yesterday. Went up to 632. So that's pretty much the market at the moment. That's our crypto prices. And what's Bitcoin doing? Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Just more weakness coming in. More weakness coming in down. So it had been fighting up there. I think it even got to 19,000 during the last couple of hours. And here it's just broken 18,000 live here. Oh, more weakness. Man, oh man, when it does go down, this is very dramatic. I mean, these even for crypto, this is a pretty hardcore aggressive pullback. Although once again, it went very high compared to the previous high last time, just under 20,000. And of course, was it 69,000 or something? So there we are. We've got this pullback here, 13.5%. Big dollars, right? Big dollars. ETH there at 943. That's got to have 3 arrows. Capital Warrior, we talked about them earlier. What was their trigger? 870 or something. I can't remember exactly. Dollars. So definitely they may have to continue to recapitalize just so they don't get called out on that position. USD Tether just under peg there, just a tiny bit, but USDC looking strong. BUSD are looking okay too. So the stables are looking all right there, and BNB is $1.90 down almost 13% there, and obviously we discovered those charts. Let's get to it, folks. We're going to get to it. Before we do that, we're going to talk to some of the people in the chat there. Gently press the like button, beep, boop, boop. You just go beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, boop, boop, like that, and you'll be fine. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like. BTC starting to dump again, says James. Yep, just while we were talking. Crazy stuff. Hex and Choice in the house there with the rocket bags. Hex Fetty in the house there as well. Woo-hoo. Get Hex there too. Good afternoon. Hey, get Hex. Good to see you in the house there. And Hex Fetty there, 18K. Yeah, let's go to 11, says Hex Fetty. Yeah, it's funny how people want to go down. Typically, people want the market to go up. It's but obviously, if you're looking to pick up a lot of bags and your favorite tokens and coins, then this is an opportunity for you, isn't it? You just accumulate for the next cycle, whenever that will be. Let's quickly jump over to the Bloomberg article. So, hey, it was nice for Hex to get into the Bloomberg article. So this is bloomberg.com/Asia. So I will post this in the chat there if you want to check it out and read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's fairly long, but it is, let me put it this way. It's 10% of it's good, and that's mostly around the PulseChain, a little bit around the Hex. 20% maybe is average, is okay, and 70% is pretty crappy. And that's typical writing when the market's down. They try to pull up another victim, right? So they try to pull up, they talk about Luna and Celsius, and then they lump an X into that. So really, it's not a great article. Okay, a little plus on the branding maybe. It's nice to be on Bloomberg, I guess, but it's just the article itself is not so hot. So you can definitely check that out. All you have to do is click the link there, and of course, it's got memories of Bitcoin beating returns, keep Hex holders hanging on. Token has tumbled more than 90% from September all-time high. Hex blockchain CD touts annual average returns of 38%. But what the article does miss out on is all the amazing stuff with PulseChain coming up, and also misses out a lot of detail sitting in behind Hex as well. The other thing that it does the same old thing. They get people, experts in there that make comments that are true of every financial product out there. The comments that they're making are true from just about everything except maybe food and energy. Apart from food and energy, and even those under severe economic times can have the same impacts that you see on everything, all the other financial markets. So it is a little bit crazy when you get people saying the same thing that's true for everything else out there. Just about, it's a bit crazy. But they've got a few people in here. They go through Hex and stuff, like you see they're trying to associate it with, talk about Celsius Network and get all the stuff, Terra USD, all the stuff that's no real connection there at all. But they're lumping them in all in there. They do get Richard Schuller there in there with Richard Hart, and they do put a few of the cool things in there. Well, so there's a little bit of stuff there. How many things lost everything? Luna went to zero. Heart's head, rug pulls everywhere, bridge failures. You're just like, we're the only ones doing it right. But the rest of the article is kind of trying to undermine a lot of that stuff. If you actually read it, it's a bit hilarious, to be honest. What else is there? So they do talk a little bit about Pulse and PulseChain, but it's not a very good coverage on PulseChain. So the idea is to move Hex onto Pulse blockchain to make staking and unstaking Hex cheaper, Hart said. So I'm not sure the context of where they got the info from Rich Hart, whether they contacted him directly or whatever. But it was interesting. They talk a bit about the Sense Foundation. But most, I would say 70%, it's not a great article. And of course, then they get Roger Ver on the house there. And of course, that was okay. Roger Ver stuff was all right. But then he puts in even bad assets should be tradable. And it's like the whole article is kind of a bit. They got Eric Wall in there as well. They consider Red Hart to be a god inside Hex community, said Eric Wall. Well, of course, Eric Wall's playing both sides of the camp, right? He's playing both sides, so it's pretty hilarious. The Hex project, in my opinion, is rather pointless cryptocurrency. The only thing you can do with it is lock it up, and longer you're locking them up, the tokens inflate. That's the whole idea. But that's missing out the end game from that, right? Which is a reduced velocity of money, which you have the problem with so many other projects. So it's hilarious. And of course, these projects take years to play out. As more and more adoption comes into place. So it is a pretty limited article. Let me know what you think after you've read it. Or if you have read it, let me know what you think of it in the chat. But it's maybe 10% good, 20% so-so, and 70% not the best write-up at all. Let's see whether they come back to us in a year's time and see that Hex and PulseX and all that are the shining light on the hill. See whether they'll do a proper write-up about the projects with the proper assessment as well. These are very pithy type of assessments, and of course it's all about the crypto bear crash. They'll just throw everybody to the lions and these kind of things. So let me know what you think of that one. Anyway, I guess it's kind of nice to be in Bloomberg. That's probably it. GetHex says it's lacking big time. Yeah. It certainly is. GetHex. Go positive. Good day, everybody. Woohoo! Hey, go positive. Great to see you in the house there. So that's the link. I posted it to you. Actually, I posted that in the chat too as well. If you want to read it, it's pretty sad, and you'll see the pros and you'll see the limitations on the article when you check it out there. So, boom. All right, cool. Let's jump on to some more appropriate news, more bullish news, and that's from Rack and Michelle, of course. 11 hours ago, of course. I have read this out once before, but I thought it's really highlighting it in contrast to maybe a rather weak article there. We got Rackham says, yeah, you Hexkins ever wonder what it will be like the day everything goes live? A little plethora of blockchain charges detonating simultaneously. Hex, PLS, and PLSX there. Limited time offer, buy one, get one free. So I thought that was pretty cool. I love that stuff. The other thing is that, Rackham's Overwatch founder is really looking at adding value to the chain. I think you guys can see that now with a lot of the things that he's been putting out recently. We've got a lot of stuff that he's doing there in terms of putting a call out about $10 million budget to get things onto PulseChain. Then, trying to get a vote on some of these ideas, fiat on-ramp stables, DAOs, card services, things like that. Quite a few teams, leading teams have responded to him. And of course, he's also talked about a coin ranking site as well to compete with Nomics and CoinMarketCap. So he's just putting out these ideas at the moment, trying to get people's feedback, try to also find out what other teams have been doing, because obviously he doesn't know what all the teams are doing, probably Power City and Liquid Lines. He doesn't know all the other things they're building around the ecosystem. Maybe they are already doing fiat on-ramps. Maybe they are already talking to exchanges. Maybe they're doing all the stuff already, credit card services. So he gets a better idea by the teams responding to the stuff which he has been getting, which has been pretty cool. And of course, I did encourage people to get into the Rackham Telegram chat earlier if you want to put your ideas in there as well. Because obviously some of you guys have got some good ideas. Things that may be missing on PulseChain that you haven't seen or that you want on PulseChain. Definitely worth getting out there. So very, very cool. So I like that. I think that's pretty bullish from Rackham. On the Richard Hart front, just an hour ago, we got this. When you look forward to my my outfit picks, of course, they look better than the price chart. That's probably true, actually. Best cryptocurrency brand name, a down bad, way down, system of a down. I don't know what you think of that. Best cryptocurrency band name, down bad, way down, system of a down, down bad, way down, down bad, Maybe we should put that in the poll. Let's finish up our poll. We'll put that in the poll. See what you guys think too. All right, so we got which leading utility DeFi project do you like the most? Liquid Loans, PUSD, Fiat, or PulseChain? That's in that poll. We'll check this out. And we're going to set up another poll here. We're going to have multi polls during this live stream. This is Hex Crypto Power Hour. We're going to be powering through a lot of stuff. Rich, which leading utility DeFi project do you like the most? We've got Liquid Loans at 63%, so that's pretty strong. 2 and 3. We've got PowerCity at 20%. We've got PulseChain at 11% and Fiat at 3% at the moment. So pretty cool. Nice strong votes, 25 votes there. So I'm not too surprised by that. Let's put another poll here. We're going to do copy this poll actually. Best crypto band name, and we're going to put in, what's the first one? Down bad. Second one is way down, and the third one, what do we have? The third one, system of a down. System. I've got to spell that right first. System of a down. So there we are. All right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We should actually add another one there, but we'll just keep that up there. There we go. All right, so that poll is up, folks. Get into there. We'll finish that in a couple of minutes. Then we get back onto our normal polls, which are around the projects at the moment. What else we got in the house there? HP in the house there. Hello. Good to see HP. Sandra says negative press is still press. It is still press, but not all negative press is good press. So it's certainly not the case. Like fam, it matters. Yeah, says Sandra. Yeah, definitely. Hey, I would say at least it's getting the name out there. I guess you could take that, Sandra, at the least. DB says not going to 11K. Think for yourself. Launch Pulse, says DB Cooper. Nice. All right. GTO there, SOD. You have to explain what SOD means. I'm really terrible with acronyms. Sandra says Richard Hart knows when to launch. It would have been a disaster had he launched now. Yes, that's true. In the down market, we've got to wait till the market cools off before doing something, before launching really. Cream says, is Hex going low according to you? The possibility is definitely there to possibly test that 2.6 or 1 cent mark is my guess there, Cream. I don't know whether we'll get to half a cent or 0.7 cents. 0.007 cents. But definitely 2.6 to 1 cent is definitely in the scheme there. If we get Bitcoin going down to 1 cent, definitely is the case there. X-Force says system of a down is already a band name. Says X-Force 1. And Empty Corner says, lol, I love the poll. Yeah. System of a down. Yeah, so we'll see what we get. We'll leave that open for, what do we reckon? Leave that open for how many minutes? How we doing here? 22. Might leave that open for, say, 5 minutes, that poll, because we want to get into some other polls. All right, cool. What should I choose out of this? I'm not even sure what I should choose. Down bad. Actually, whatever you guys choose, I will put in here. That's what happens. Whatever you guys choose within the next 4 minutes, I will put in here for my vote there. The bear market brought you by founders spending all their time blocking hexagons instead of working. That's true too. Bitcoin stock to flow models. Remember all the stock to flow models out there? She's gone from sick to blow. Says this meme. Man, if you haven't seen that movie, that's one crazy movie, that's for sure. All right, so that's pretty much there. Let us jump out. We're going to get into the new token list here. We're going to pick out some of these projects and put them into some of the polls. I'm going to try and keep them as similar as possible so that the vote is fairly fair there. We've already done PowerCity, Liquid Loans, PulseChain, and Liquid Loans. So we'll get into the other ones soon. But we'll leave it. Let's go back to the prices. We're going to go back to the prices here. Go back to Hex charts, and I'll pull this up here and probably leave it. Oh, Hex just gone under 3 cents there, 2.935. So yep. Oh, by the way, yeah. Someone asked me about the Hex price. Then yes, surely. We've talked about that in the daily chart there. I cover it every single day, twice a day. Is that we haven't got the crossover yet, and until we get that, we're not out of the woods at all on the Hex chart. So I do talk about this nonstop at the EMA 30-moving EMA. It's giving us our good guide to when we might be at the bottom here, and of course that's going to be influenced by it's going to be influenced by the crypto generally as well, even though we're 80% or so in US dollars, because there's a big risk off, right? So the Hart's law also applies to risk off, and if you want to extend to the risk off there, because US dollars, if the world gets all calamity, people in all markets, they flock back to the US dollar as the reserve currency, and that's true for Hex as well. We see that for Hex. But will there be a bottom of it? I suggest a good chance there will be. Rackham was definitely kind of alluding to something not too bad later on, so we'll see whether that plays out too. But there's our retrace there, 2.6 cents and 1 cent. Those are kind of our next targets. And at the moment, we've got this big gap between the yellow EMA, 13 EMA, and the 50% Bollinger Band. We want those to cross. We can see that when they do cross, they can happen either fast or slow over either a day or two or a couple of days. And of course, we can see that we get a trend reversal. So that's what we're waiting at the moment for. Big gap at the moment still. In fact, it was narrowing up back here in the 11th of June, but then it's widened again. So we're not out of the woods yet. Doesn't mean necessarily we'll go down. We could go up or sideways, but it's not over yet. The trend reversal is not there, and that's what we're waiting for. A trend reversal, get a bit of confidence, and the price there at the moment, of course, 2.95, and of course, Bitcoin is weakening there as well. Cool. I wanted to get a correlation coefficient in there as well, but I'll have to keep working on that. All right, we've got 1 minute to go for the poll, and then we're going to finish that. 12 votes to get, 14 votes, so that climbed up very quickly. We'll get into that. So we're going to leave it on these charts at the moment, so you guys can just follow the Maxi and the Pulse Dodge down here. What else there? Join Discord. Excellent choice. Says, hey, thanks, excellent choice. Appreciate that. Definitely if you haven't joined Discord, get in there. Roth goes in house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. DB Cooper says, Sandra, not saying launch right now, but if people think 11K is the launch number, then good luck with that, says DB Cooper. So I guess, DB, you're saying that you don't think the market will quite get down to 11K. So that's fair enough. We had a poll earlier where we had 1/3, I think, were in that camp. So good morning, sir. Mr. Froz from India. Hey, Mr. Froz, good to see you. Good morning to all. Hey, we love that. BTC is getting close to the bottom, says Mr. Froz. Hey, there's another one calling it pretty close too. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we're getting there. Are we getting closer to mainnet, says Mr. Froz. No one knows, Mr. Froz. We're still out of in the dark around that. Although we are looking forward to the upgrades to the chain, because I think it's going to be better for the ecosystem in the long run. All right, we're going to close this poll. Let's see how we get on. Poll number 2, but this time it's not really related to this. So we got best crypto band name, System of a Down 73%, way down 20%, and down bad 60%. System of a Down, way down. So System of a Down 73%. So let's go back and place the vote. System of a Down, boom. Oh, it is the top one here, 60%. We get 15 votes. They've got 1,280 votes. They've been open for 1 hour, and of course we've been open for 6 minutes, so we're there. So bad down 23%. We got only 6%, so we were really different from this. Way down 20%. They got 16.4%. So System down got 60%. So yeah, pretty strong there. Cool. That was a bit of fun. We like a bit of fun. That's the way we go. Let us jump back to the charts. Let us get back into here. We've got HP says, the sooner we revisit the low price areas, the stronger the foundation will be for the Hex price, says HP. That's true. Wouldn't we like to know, says Empty Corner? Yeah, that's true. That would be nice to know the exact pullback price. Hex Down Under says, RH just followed me on Twitter. Wonder when I get the invite to the castle. Hey, Hex Down Under, well done, man. That is so cool to hear that. Congratulations to you. Down, status, down. Yeah, I actually like the other ones. System of a Down, way down, bad. I think I would have gone for way down, so that fits my sensibilities there. All right, we're going to pull up another poll. So let us go to new tokens. Pretty much had what we're going to do. We're going to do the Hex ones. I guess that's kind of the natural order of things. Let me just go back and pick up. Let me take some of that. I'm going to cheat on this one very quickly. Which leading Hex staking projects do you like? Which leading? What have we got there? We're going to have Hedron. We're going to have a Maximus. I guess Maximus Maxi, just to be more specific. Maxi. These are the ones that are kind of out there. I guess Maximus got 2 now. Maximus Flex. I don't know. It's Flexi. It's Flex, let's see. And what do we got there? That's the wrong one. I just did the wrong one. Pass. I gotta get my thing right here. Flex. Put an E there, and then of course, what are we going to do? I guess that's like that. What else we got there? So we got to get them similar there. I guess we've got kind of Hexbear, right? Hexbear is kind of in that staking class. I just never really interact with them much. I've read the website once. I think that's all about hex staking on Ethereum at the moment. I think hex pools. It's a bit embarrassing. I should know a lot more about this one. A community for token for Hexbears, creating volatility for maximum potential. About the community and token for Hexbears, creating volatility, gathering the best part of DeFi. Hex is a meme coin. Okay, Hex meme coin. I thought there was one that actually did hex staking. I just can't remember what that is. Let me know in the chat if you guys remember. I just can't remember offhand. I thought there was one called like Hexbear or something that was to do with hex staking. I'm not sure. It doesn't get a lot of press that I know of, so I'm not sure how it's performing. I thought it had some 2 stakes at least that were running. Just trying to look through some of these. I can't see anything particular here that stands out to me. Superman never gets my jokes. Is get hex. No, I don't. So I'm really bad with jokes. Apologize. All right, so I'm just going to put these out as they are. We've got Hedron, Maximus Maxi, Maximus Base Team, and Power City Flex. They're kind of the ones that are currently known at the moment, I think. They are in. Leading. Bam. Hopefully you know enough about each of them to be able to vote for that. So get in there and vote for that. Let's jump back here. So which leading hex staking project do you like the most? Hedron, Maximus Maxi, the upcoming one, which is going to be Maximus Base Team, and the upcoming one, Power City Flex, there on hex staking. No doubt by next year we'll probably have a whole ton of new ones coming in. That should be fun to see. Get in and vote, folks. We're doing NFT poll next in our Hex Crypto Power Hour. We're doing a Hex, we're going NFTs next. Need to do a few more videos on NFTs. I've done an NFT marketplace video. I'm probably going to do NFT projects. Probably the one I haven't really done much of. So look forward to that. Let us get in while we're watching that. Let us get in the latest one here from Richard. This was part 5. So there's a 6-part series so far. And of course, this is February, March, I think is the timeline for this part 5. So this is Richard Art calling the market correctly compared to all those other leaders out there that used to bag Hex or were saying that their platforms were invincible and that, all that good stuff. So we'll get into that one.
Nobody. Me. I did. Yeah.
There are newsletters that you can subscribe to for $1,000 a year, where these experts predict what Bitcoin is going to do. But Richard has a lot of information for free on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/Richard Hart.
Okay, and Richard, let me just finish up with you and the question about how are we going to live? How is crypto going to be in our life in the future?
Well, you can't kill it. You can't get rid of it. I mean, China's banned it and unbanned it 100 times. They even banned mining it. Who cares? I mean, China's banned everything. China's banned Facebook. China's banned Google. China's banned nearly everything. How's it working out? By the way, if you haven't heard it, I called the top on the day in Bitcoin 10 months ago. It might even be 11 months ago now. At 65K. That's been in profit every single day, except one, where it went up 6% and then immediately went straight down about 44%. So, yeah, how nice of me to do that for free for you guys. Stuff that other people charge money for and they can't even do. They charge you the money and they fail you. I give you this stuff for free. You're welcome.
Where's the next low then for Bitcoin?
Traditionally, Bitcoin drops 85% after a parabolic blow off top. This cycle was different because the government, it should go down to about 11K. So since it was,
that's a reasonable
yes,
expectation.
Agree, yes, because it's what it has been doing for decades. It always drops 85%.
What's going to happen to Hex?
Hex continues to have giant dips like it always has, but it also makes new all-time highs. You got to understand that an 80% dip only cancels out a 5x pump, and when you have a 1,000,000% pump, you would have to drop 999999999% to cancel it out.
Bitcoin's making perfect progress.
I mean, not.
Yes, Bitcoin continues. Like, here's the thing: the world around us is crumbling.
Looking at what chart? What chart are you looking at that's showing you Bitcoin's killing it?
Have a look at wokeism. Have a look at fucking.
Yeah, that's all terrible. We agree on that. We agree on wokeism.
So the whole world is collapsing around us.
I agree with all that.
It's like this heartbeat that remains consistent.
That had its run. Bitcoin had its run.
It's not had its run. Bitcoin's early days, man. Bitcoin's going to have its real run.
Dude that bought 13-year-old bags that just got here is like, yo, I didn't buy the top. I called the top of the day. You did not. You probably dollar cost averaged into the top on the day. Like, I'm telling you as a person that knows more about Bitcoin than you. Like, I'm trying to save you, man.
More about Bitcoin. No. You're trying to frame Bitcoin through the lens of making dollars. I don't care about that.
No.
The only measure that counts for me.
I 1,000x people's Bitcoin stacks. What part of less than a Satoshi to 1,000 Satoshis is unclear to you? I 1,000x your Bitcoin stack for free.
Bitcoin stacks, then why do you want to increase people's Bitcoin stack if you don't?
I don't.
Bitcoin is worth
but it's still better than fiat. Look, Bitcoin is not as good as Ethereum, which is the reason Ethereum's outperformed it 3-1. You know who owns Bitcoin? A bunch of venture capitalists and scumbags. But you think it's the fucking, we're going to save politics with this shit.
I'm not.
Let me tell you who owns Bitcoin.
At least I don't think I'm a scumbag. But.
You know who just drove the price up of Bitcoin over the last week? I do. Do you know who? It's a single guy.
Fuck. It doesn't matter. It's a market.
It doesn't matter who drove the price of Bitcoin up?
No.
I thought you wanted to promote Bitcoin. How are you going to promote Bitcoin if you don't know who the guys driving the price up are to go find more of them?
I don't care about the price. See, this is why I asked you the question in the beginning is like, why do you do what you do? Is that you're trying to get rich? Like, I don't care.
I've been rich and retired since 2003. I had a 150 employee company doing 60 million a year turnover in 2003 when I retired at the age of 25. I started mining Bitcoin when it was 50 cents.
You haven't answered me.
Yes, because I'm fixing everything. The reason I'm a self-help author, the reason I raised $27 million for charity, the reason I raised multiple billions of dollars for freedom of movement and freedom of speech is because I deeply care about these things. I've been rich and retired for decades, plural.
I got to say that last one is the hardest one to watch. The guy, what is it? CJ says, why did RH talk to that Bobo? Yeah, that was a pretty hard one to watch. It just about everything he said was not even supporting Bitcoin. It was just like, seriously, dude. That was crazy. Brendan's in the house. Afternoon, Superman. Hey, good to see you, Brendan. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got Hex Crypto Power Hour on. Yeah. Condom Cat says, CJ, yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so we're going to keep our poll up at the moment for another 5 minutes. Which leading Hex staking project do you like the most? Hedron, Maximus, Maximus Base Team, and Power City Flex. Those are the four that are going to be eating up Hex off the market. Well, obviously Maximus is already finished. Maximus Maxi is closed for the first edition at least. Hedron, of course, you can do HSI stakes all the time and get Hex stake off the market that way. Maximus Base Team coming up, and Flex is coming up too. Both with different products, but both getting Hex off the market, short and long term. So look pretty awesome there with that. So that circulating supply. If we take Gunther's Hex audit, we had about 17.7 billion in the publics. So imagine more and more of that getting eaten up by these new products that are coming down that no one really was talking about or foresaw. So it's pretty cool. And this doesn't include anything else like the Hex Investment Trust and many other things that are coming. So, highest of stakes. We've got the highest of stakes here. This is a pretty big deal. We want to get that retail virality supercharged. This is probably one of the very biggest vehicles for doing that. And it looks like they're doing a screening there, possibly for who? For who are they doing the screening for? And hopefully we'll find out. They said it was big. So presumably they are targeting the big streamers, Netflix, Disney, all those other big ones there. We'll see who see if we get any insights into this. Obviously, they're going to have mum's the word. It'll probably be pretty close, kept close to their chest, but you never know. They might decide to leak to us a bit. about how they're actually going to distribute the ISA Stakes film documentary as well. Also, the timing, obviously expected by the end of the year, but when will that timing actually hit? Will it be around PulseChain as well? That would be a perfect play-in, wouldn't it? So we will see how we get on with that. A lot of questions. Prana says, hey, yo. Hey, Prana, always a pleasure. Great to see Prana in the house. What is the Maximus base? Maximus base. Okay, CJ, that is the short-term Hex stakes pretty much. So we're going to wait for more details on that. I have gone through that quite a bit. We'll probably do it. I'm going to do another video on it. So we'll talk about that later time. You're probably front-running my next video. Hey, Human Hex Trafficker in there. What up, family? Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Human Hex Trafficker. Good to see you. So cool. Oh, well, we're going to front run it anyway. We're going to do a little front run. But let's go to where we're going. We're going to Maximus. Good gold key and catcher. And of course, look at that. Isn't that cool? We've got a circular maximum coin there. Maxi is the first token fully backed by the highest appreciating asset in history. We love it. And there's the supercharge there. Look at that. There's the 3 tokens. Maxi, team, and base. You saw it there. Pretty cool. I love this stuff. And one day Goldkey will produce a documentary from Maximus. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Look at this. Maxi on the plane there. Is that real? I don't know. That looks pretty good. What else we got here? This is going to jump through I'm trying to find the actual screenshot. And they've been posting pretty profusely. I love this. This is what all the teams should be doing, is just having their social media pretty active all the time. So a cool look. I'm just trying to find the actual. Actually, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that because I've already saved it in the bookmarks. There's the Maximus there, and I was going to go to. We're going to go to the bottom here. Trying to pick up this one here. This is probably the best one here. Maximum base. Base will launch with a mint phase like Maxi, where anyone can mint 1 base per 1 hex pledged to the base smart contract. After mint phase, all the hex used to mint is staked for 1 year. 1 year. So this is different from the Power City Flex. If you see my video I just posted today, where they talk about either monthly or yearly. They may have some other frequencies as well staked. They get staked on those frequencies, but then they get restaked all the time. So both these products are pretty much, for the most part, from the looks of it, they are staking and never selling. So gets hex off the market. So it's good for hex globally and good for the individual investors. So it's pretty neat. After mint phase, all hex used to mint is staked for 1 year. When the stake ends, the hex and hedron are returned to the base treasury, and the redemption phase and new mint phase begin. So both of these got treasuries in them, the maximum base and the Power City Flex. Base holders can either redeem their portion of the hex and hedron from the base treasury by burning their base, or stay in the pool by not redeeming. The new mint phase is occurring simultaneously, where anybody can mint at the new mint rate, determined by the yield earned from the stake equal to the base current treasury value of the base. So mint rate will be 1 base per hex equals current base treasury value. Then the mint phase ends. All the hex in the base treasury is staked, and the cycle continues forever. We love it. Now feel the hype. Boom, 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 boom. That's how we go. I sound like one of those US college bands, where they got all the brass bands and the marching people. The 3 guys at the front that do the whistle marching. I don't know what it's called. And then all the cheerleaders in behind. That's pretty cool. All right, so that is some of that on the cool stuff. We have covered this before, so I won't go through all the details. But they also got a team token as well. But I'll probably cover that in a video. I'm going to pre-record a video on that since I covered the other one, Power City Flex. All right, let's close this poll. I think it's pretty good. 11 minutes. We'll close the poll there. And bam. Let me know in the chat there which leading hex staking projects do you like the most. Maximus Maxi 64%, Hedron 30%, and Maximus Base Team 5%, Power City Flex 0%. Although I'm not sure how many people watched the video I did on Power City Flex, but it looks pretty good too. Poll complete, 20 votes there. Very, very cool. All right, so I like it a lot. All right, I like it a lot. All right, so love your energy, says Human Hex Trafficker. Hey, me too. Hey, I love this stuff. I think we're just in that opportunity of a lifetime to pick up at the bottom of a bear market for the ride of our lives when PulseChain comes. No, people wouldn't have seen this when we were back up at 20 cents. People were getting excited at that stage. So imagine what you can pick up now in terms of PulseChain. It's going to be fun. And all these new projects come is really, really good. What two biggest difference between the two, Flex and Base? There's a few differences there. I would say the time frame for doing the stakes, that like a Flex will have more time frames of rolling stakes, whereas looking at one rolling stake, as I can tell there for the base one. There's a few other differences. There's discount differences. The buyback's a little different, things like that. Continued premium and maximum is unreal, 70% premium consistently. I know, Alex. And I think if Hex does decide to do something counter market in terms of going back up, you could see that maxi premium break out of the 82% band at the ceiling there. Mad Energy token will be my number one token on Pulse, says Amish. That's pretty interesting, Amish. It's very different from all of the other stuff we see. So it could very well be a very pretty powerful energy token there. The big thing, of course, is their technology, their wireless technology. That's really the game changer I can see so far out of my little review of Mad Energy. So definitely that could be a big wild card there, Amish. All right, so let us check out there. That's our poll. So we're going to get back into our Hex Crypto Power Hour we're doing. So we're doing poll after poll. We're going through a lot of the projects that are coming on here, and we're trying to get them by category. We're going to do NFTs now. Let me know in the chat what NFT. We've got 4 options. Let me know what NFTs you're going to choose here, because I don't want to. The other ones are kind of obvious, but let me know. We've got what do we got here? We've got marketplaces. Let's do the marketplaces. Let's do marketplaces. Then I'll do NFTs. I think. Let's do that. I think that's pretty easy. We have got 5 marketplaces, so I'm just going to get the 4 stronger ones. And we'll put that in. I think that's a lot of fun. Let's do that. Bam. Which leading PulseChain NFT marketplace project do you like the most? I guess we're going to have let's do we'll do Power Cities in there too. We've got what else? We got Mintra NFT. We've got NFT on Pulse, and then the final one. I think there's 5 of them. There's 5, but I'm just trying to remember the 4th one here. Chaos Verse, I think they're doing one. Let me just jump down here. Polskins. Skins. Where's the other ones gone? Pulseverse. I think it's Pulseverse, right? Pulseverse, I think is the one I'm thinking of here. Pulseverse, unlock NFTs. I'm pretty sure this is Pulseverse. All right, cool. Let's get away with that. I think those are correct. So we'll get that poll up there. There is a 5th one, but I think it's more off. It's Chaos. It's a bit further off than these ones, I think. So we'll leave Chaos out of this one. But here are the ones we're thinking of. We're going to pull up the websites. Why not as well? Have a quick look at that. So this is Power City. And obviously Power City is doing the NFT marketplace. Actually, they should put a link on here actually to their little distribution. They have got some little snapshots, but that basically gives you an idea of what they're doing. Mintra, of course, is doing their one as well. I think that they have little snapshots on here too. They previously had them pinned up here, but I can't remember. They had little sneak peeks as well. Green here. I think this is the Mintra kind of user interface kind of thing. NFT Pulse here. Now we haven't heard much of NFT on Pulse, obviously, with how to Pulse and all the rest of the teams there. They do a great job at education, obviously moving into more utility providing as well. So I'm not sure if they've had little sneak peeks there either. We've got Telegram, and then of course Pulseverse, which we had a look at too. I'm not actually sure what Pulseverse has been up to actually lately. Not a lot that I can see. And anyway, their site there's got Pulse, the Pulseverse there, play to earn ecosystem there, NFT creation, stuff like that. So cool. Let's see what the poll is happening with that. Anyway, there's our prices. We'll stick on there for the time being. Katie's in the house there. Hey, good to see you, Katie. We're up to 50 minutes already. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Hex Crypto Power Hour. The power of PulseChain is coming. Which leading PulseChain NFT marketplace project do you like the most? Obviously, we've missed off. What did I say it was? We missed off. I've forgotten that now. We missed off. That's bad. It's bad. Let me look here. Boy, I can't even see it. I saw it straight away when I looked at it, but now I can't even find it now. That's hilarious. Correct myself up. Chaos, yeah, Chaosverse. They're doing one too, but there's not a lot of info around there. I think it's further down the line too. Chaos NFT Marketplace will provide platform PulseChain. I'm not sure if we've seen anything from them, from Chaosverse, much about it. Is that Telegram? Did I go to Telegram? Oh, Twitter. That's what I want to go to. They've got 10th of April. You haven't heard much from them at all. So maybe they're going to come out later with something. But at the moment, we haven't heard a lot from them. At least that I haven't. Anyway, I can't see anything. So that's cool. Those are all the 4 out of 5. They're probably the leading ones there. So that's probably all that counts. We're going to keep that open for about another, 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. We'll keep that open for 8 minutes. That sounds good enough to me. KD says, woohoo! I was steaking and bacon tonight. Nice one, KD. Well, that's what Hex is designed for. I know that a lot of people are talking about should they stake their Hex now? Maybe they've been keeping it liquid maybe they've been keeping the Hex liquid for PulseChain, but of course that looks like it's been pushed further out now. So not quite sure what's going to go there. Let's have a look at our timeline here. So we're going to go there and have a look at Hex on our PulseChain timeline, which I've resurrected. Yes, I have indeed resurrected that. Bam! Look at that. Hey, look at this. Like welcome to the future. That's PulseChain timeline. Pretty cool. And of course, man, we've got lots of stuff in there. So there we are. By the way, we hit 3 months on PulseChain Testnet 2 VB. 3 months, 91 days. Can you believe it? Is that crazy? That's crazy. 91. It's not as long as Testnet 2. That was 103 days. We're not outdone that yet. But the Testnet V3, which is private, is sort of tracking sideways. Although I don't know the exact start date. I've just put in one that seemed pretty close. I was just guessing there, but it must have seemed pretty close there. Could have been earlier though, so I can't remember. Someone else made me aware that it was actually up on Chainlist testnets. But the last updates we had from Richard, 23rd of May, PulseChain update, the validator rotation slashing delegating code has mostly been mostly rewritten and partially implemented in native Go outside the EVM, thus not in Solidity, for much higher throughput. 23rd of May. Then the 4th of June, we had PulseChain update from Richard for non-English speakers. It's still being programmed, validator rotation, jailing, and more. And of course, I've taken off the other part of that there because I think it's being funny. A reminder, on the 13th of June, I have done everything I possibly can. I should probably move that up a little bit there. I have done everything I've done everything I can possibly can to do make PulseChain launch as soon as possible. Since I can't do anything else technically, I'm spending my time marketing. I'm waiting, and you're waiting. Spread the awareness and have your plan ready. 13th of June, and obviously, I guess the faster we get to the bottom, maybe we'll get that. But I happen to think that if they're still doing the rewriting, then obviously there's a lot of testing involved after that. It's a bit like, as I always say, it's like an iceberg. You write the code, it's like the top 10% above water, but you got to do 90% testing after that with all the edge cases and stuff to make sure all works pretty well. So getting to the poll votes, which leading PulseChain NFT marketplace project do you like the most? Power City, Mitra NFT on Pulse or Pulseverse. And we did have a look at the sites there a bit earlier. Just as a quick stuff there. I think they've got more user interface stuff coming out from all those teams. So pretty cool. So that was the 13th. So we're a week gone from that last update from Richard, and it's now the 19th, and that's where we are at the stage. Looking forward, I've got arbitrarily a date for the 1st September there for mainnet, but that's just arbitrary. is on no basis of evidence there, or likelihood, or whatever you want to call it. Highest of stakes is the next big thing. We're expecting that by the end of the year, so forth. And we've got PulseCon coming up the 6th of the 8th. I've got a couple of events to add in here. I'll add those in hopefully before tomorrow. So we'll keep track of the ecosystem here. But isn't it a flashback, man? Isn't it a flashback? Here we are, the PulseChain sacrifice all the way back here, 15th of July through to the 2nd of August. So, man, we are really, if we scrunch this up, we'll scrunch all this up. Let us go to, let's scroll that back, but let's take the ruler and, of course, take it to the 15th. And we're going to do 365 days. So that would be 365 days. That will be the 15th of July coming up soon. So that's pretty crazy. Let us take the dates here. 15th of July. So 25 days to go. 25 days to go until 1 year since our PulseChain sacrifice launch phase. 25 days. Can you believe it? All the people that sacrificed back then, none of them would have believed that we would still be here at this stage. And of course, probably got quite a few months ahead of us, is my guess, if the coding is where we think it is at this stage, and the testing and things like that. So interesting stuff there. Obviously, Richard is a master gamer as well. And of course, he will definitely be trying to launch at the very best time and in the right way. So I look forward to that. There's always some surprises coming. So it's just the way it's going to be. Cool. Let me just zero that back. Cool. We're going to jump out of there and get back into the charts. Let's see where the poll is. 8 minutes. Let's end it. So 13 votes. Hey, we didn't get too many votes. We've got a lot of people watching. Not many votes on there. Maybe some people haven't seen some of the stuff there. Let's see what the results are. So we got which leading PulseChain NFT marketplace project do you like the most? Mintra NFT 46%, Power City 38%, and Pulseverse 15%, and then NFT on Pulse 0% so far. So I'm sure that poll result will probably change as we get more user interface stuff from each of the teams. We have had a few little teasers out there so far, but that's probably what I would expect at this stage. Actually, I'm probably a little surprised there with the NFT on Pulse. That's probably on the lower side that I would have thought 0 is pretty low, but otherwise that's probably pretty close to the order that I would have thought there. Interesting stuff. Mad is Ravens in house there. Irish and Oz. Hey, good to see you, Mad. Irish and Oz. I bet that's a lot of fun. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. Matey says Mixed Crypto Arts. Good to see you in the house. Always a pleasure. And Katie says T-share are on the best right now. Your T-share rate is really, really good right now. We go to the Hex Daily Stats, pick up T-shares. Pretty friendly, my friends. Pretty friendly. And yeah, what is it? $684. Can you believe it for T-share price at the moment? Man, oh man, if you stake it, 10 years stake too, $684 divided by 3. For 10 years, you get 200% bonus, so it's divided by 3. That's $228 a T-share for 10 years. Man, oh man, that's awesome. And you're going to earn 6.2. Obviously, you have to go through the market fluctuations over 10 years, but that's pretty attractive for sure. Very nice there. All right, we've got a little bit of penalties flowing in there too. Very cool. We've still got $8.8 million in USDC and 1,000 Ethereum in there as well, and 191 million X in the pool. All right, Jay Judge is in house. Hey, Jay Judge, another Hex Token channel member, represent T-shares. Yeah. Instead of crying over beer, get a T-share. I like that, Jay Judge. That's pretty good. It should be on a meme thing there, or a B or a V. Yeah, that's true. Just at a 5555 says CJ. Nice, CJ. We're not worthy. Very, very cool. 555. You'll be out there with the Hex Godwell and the rest of those big stakes out there, CJ. You'll have that coming due, and you'll be one of the. You'll be. I guess you'll that stake by itself might end up being a shark stake by that time, CJ. You never know. KD says I was taught by the best Hexkins. They know what's up. Steak and bake. That's true, KD. Definitely steak and bake that Hex. Smash the likes, KD says. Yep. And don't forget to spread the word. I always say this. Get out there, spread the word in whatever way you feel comfortable. Get out there, spread the word. KD's in house here with the Ducks, July 2021, FTW. What else there? Power City, sorry, was cooking, says James Bond. That's so good. Gway baby. Yeah, what is the Gway at the moment? Let's jump out of here. 14 Gwei. Woohoo! So if you want to do any swaps, any staking or unstaking, anything like that, now's the time. 14 Gwei is out there. Take it while you can, because you just never know if this market. It's crazy out there. Look at that, crazy. All right, JJ says at this point, no surprise, OBV Rich Hart will launch at the right time, given this very particular global economic situation. Absolutely, well said there, JJ. Absolutely. What's up? Warped Impulse in the house as well. What up? Warped Impulse? Good to see you. Yeah, man, this has been the Hex Crypto Power Hour. We've just been smashing out these polls and jumping from topic to topic. It's been a lot of fun. Warped Impulse win 10,000 BTC, lol. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm sure it's coming. I should have pulled out the results that I had from the first live stream. Maybe I should do that. But maybe we'll compare it to tomorrow. But pretty crazy stuff there. Well, the next big thing, of course, we're waiting for is liquid loans. Hopefully, we'll get sacrifice balances by the end of Sunday. If we do, Match is going to be doing a video on that, how to check your sacrifice balances. I'm looking forward to that. And so, yeah, stay tuned. Now, I'm going to go watch some sci-fi and have some dinner. I hope you guys enjoy yourself, and I will catch you tomorrow for 2 more PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex live streams. That's how we rock and roll, rain or shine. That's what we're going to do. So let's play out the Power City core. And of course, this is a non-sponsored video, by the way. I just play it because it's got cool music. And of course, the user interface is pretty cool too. But let's take that out there. All right, cool. Power City teaser. Here we go. Let's rock it out for this. I guess it's still Saturday in North America. It must be pretty late if it is. All right, yeah. Nice. Pumping it. Bells. Rod Fitzpatrick, it's in the house there. I love it. All right, you guys have a good night. I'm going to enjoy myself and take care out there. Don't forget DCA and limit orders and pick the bottom. That's how we roll. All right, bye for now. Take care.